Hey guys, what's up? Abomination9 here, and today we are playing Magic the Gathering Arena, I think it's called. Now, I'm super into Magic the Gathering. I guess maybe I could say I'm super into Magic the Gathering. I just like card games, period, but I played a lot of the Planeswalker games, and I actually have some Magic cards in real life, though not a lot, nothing actually special, and I haven't bought any Magic cards in years. But you can say that about any card game. I haven't bought Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering. What else? Duel Masters, I think, is a card game I played. I haven't bought any of those cards in centuries, though I'm pretty sure they don't make Duel Masters anymore. Maybe they do, because I think there's been more shows or animes or whatever based on it. But whatever. We're playing Magic the Gathering Arena, and we're obviously opening a pack, so that's what I do. And I'm assuming once this game goes, well, gets out of closed beta, all these cards are going to be destroyed, and I'm going to just have to get them legit. But the game seemed to have come with all these packs. I did not buy these packs. They were just here when I got the games. So I'm just making that clear. I did not spend any money on these packs. I don't know if I need to say that I didn't spend money on these packs, but they were just here when I loaded the game up. I don't think that makes me special. I'm pretty sure everyone got these packs. So, yeah. So I haven't even played the game yet. I just noticed that I have packs, and I was like, I might as well just open them. And I don't know anything about them because I haven't kept up with the cards per se. So I don't know anything about the new cards over the last couple years. Because Magic Duels or whatever the last Planeswalker game was the one I played, and even then I didn't play that much. The older actual Planewalkers games are the ones I played the most. So meh. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Enough talking. Let's just go. Apparently there's three of these. So see, I don't know what golds means, why it's shining like that. Maybe that's a mythic. Maybe it's not. Who knows? Can I actually click on these to get a better look at them? No, clicking on them doesn't do anything. You just have to hover and that's all you get. So we got Syncopate. Counter target spell unless its controller pays X. If that spell is countered this way, exile it instead of putting it into the owner's graveyard. Okay, cool. So it's one mana cost. Well, I guess this is two mana cost because you have to pay X, I assume. Or maybe you don't. I guess I would have to actually use it to find out. Though paying nothing is kind of dumb. But yeah, a counter spell that requires a payment. That's pretty good, I think. Navigator's Compass. When Navigator's Compass enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life, and you can tap it to get until end of the turn. Target land you control becomes the basic land type of your choice in addition to its other types. Okay, that's usable. That's pretty good. 3 free life plus tap your land and turn it into something else if you don't have the right color that you need. Seismic Shift, destroy target land. Up to 2 target creatures cannot block this turn. Okay. This is a 4-cost card that stops 2 creatures from blocking and destroys a land. That seems pretty broken. Benalish Honor Guard. This is a 2-cost. Benalish Honor Guard gets +1/+0 for each legendary creature you control. Okay. No defense, so only attack, which is okay. But, like, how many legendaries do you plan to own? Is the question there. Corrosive Ooze. I feel like this is going to take this video is going to be long. We already wasted 4 minutes. Corrosive Ooze is a 2-cost. Whenever Corrosive Ooze blocks or becomes blocked by an equipped creature, destroy all equipment attached to that creature at the end of combat. Okay, that's usually what slimes do. They destroy stuff. Also, obviously, if this video goes up, that means I can't post this, because I didn't even think about whether I can post footage of this game or not. I assume I can, and people have been playing it on Twitch, but maybe you're only allowed to stream, you're not allowed to upload recordings. So yeah, I don't know. So hopefully I can actually upload this. I'm gonna have to check after doing this video if I can or not. But hopefully I can. Obviously if you're seeing this, then I have permission. Diligent Excavator. Whenever you cast, this is a 2-drop, whenever you cast a historic spell, whatever that means, a target player puts the top 2 cards of their library in their graveyard. So I guess there's historic stuff. Maybe this here. Triumph of Gerard. This is an enchantment saga. It's a 2-cost. As this saga enters, and after your draw step, add a lower counter sacrifice after 3. Is that 3? I have no clue what this is. I've never seen cards like this in the actual game, so this is either new or I just don't know nothing. I've never seen a saga enchantment before. I have no clue what this is. So, number 1, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. 2, you control with the greatest power. Wait, maybe 2 means nothing? Put a 1/1 counter on a target creature you control with the greatest power. I think you do that twice. One on 1 and on 2. And then on 3, whatever that means, target creature you control with the greatest power gains flying, first strike, and lifelink until the end of the turn. This seems like this is a decent card, but I don't know what a saga is or how this even works in the real game, so who knows. And also, this is Shining. Don't know if this is special or not. It is. See, I don't know what the I can't really show you because if I move my mouse, it goes away. But the golden thing next to the legendary creature avatar, the gold, I don't know what that means. If this is rare, if this is mythic, or what have you. Because this one and this one have a blue, so I'm assuming these are rare. This is common, clearly, if we're going off of normal colors. So this is legendary? It says it's a legendary creature, so Torgar, Famine Incarnate. This is a 8 cost, black. I probably shouldn't have been saying the colors. As an additional cost to cast a spell, you may sacrifice any number of creatures. The spell costs 2 less to cast for each creature sacrificed this way. Okay. When Torgar, Famine Incarnate, enters the battlefield, up to 1 target player's life total becomes half their starting life total, rounded down. So not even rounded up, rounded down. Just dunk on someone. Alright, it's pretty good, because it's an 8-drop 7/6, but you can reduce that cost by sacrificing creatures. So not bad. Also, we're taking way too long. I wish I had like a new... I'm gonna have to like remember cards I've already read before. So we got Charge. Creature you control gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. But it's only a 1 cost, so it's fine. Dark Bargain. 4-drop black. Again, I should probably be saying that this is a 1 cost white. This 4 cost black. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put 2 of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Dark Bargain deals 2 damage to you. Okay. Fire Elemental. This is a 5 cost fire. 5/4. That's a 2 fire on that as well. Academy Journey Mage. It's a 5 cost water. This spell costs 1 less to cast if you control a wizard. Okay. And this card itself is a human wizard. When Academy Journey Mage enters the battlefield, return target creature and opponent controls to its owner's hand. Okay. Excavation Elephant is a 5 cost white. Kicker for 2. When Excavation Elephant enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, so that means if you paid 6 mana, 5 of any color, and then 2 white. Well, 7 mana, my bad. You pay 7 mana, 5 of any color, and then 2 must be white. The other 2 must be white. It will also return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. That's very expensive for a 3/5/7 just to get an artifact back. In Bolas Clutches, so we got our queen, Liliana here. It's Liliana, right? Like, I always forget her name, like, Liliana or Lilan. I can't even think of the other names I refer to her as. I think it's Liliana. Hopefully we actually get Liliana, because, again, she's the queen. So, in Bolas Clutches, a legendary enchantment aura. This is a 6 cost 2 blue. Enchantment permanent. You control enchanted permanent. Enchanted permanent is legendary. Wait. What does this mean? Does this mean... See, it says you control enchanted permanent. Does that mean you can steal? Like, you're stealing one of theirs if you attach this to an enemy as you control enchanted permanent? Is that what that's saying? And then they become a legendary creature? Because I'm not really sure what that means. Merfolk Trickster. Flash, which means... Yeah, you can use it like an instant spell. So when Merfolk Trickster enters the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls, it loses all abilities until end of turn. Okay. So 2 cost 2. So it costs 2 water to use this. You can't use anything else. So 2 cost 2/2 that has flash. So you can play it on your opponent's turn. And our legendary is a black-green land. Woodland Cemetery enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a swamp or forest, and you tap it to add 1 black or 1 green. That's good. It's always good to have those. So how many packs do we have? We have 5, so is this 15 in total? I'm assuming they give us that was 15 packs there. So we got Pardic Wanderer, Trample. So it's a 6 cost, 6 of anything, and it's a 5/5, which Trample means any run over that he does when attacking will hit the enemy planeswalker. So if he attacks like a 3/3, he'll do 2 damage to the enemy. Pharaoh Abomination, Death Touch. This is a 6 cost 5/5. Death Touch means no matter if he lives or dies after fighting something, whatever he fights will die. Guitu Chronicler is a creature human wizard, so that combos with another wizard. So 2 costs, 1 fire, 1/3 kicker, so for 6. For 6, you get the effect of return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, it's okay. Humorid Explorer, this is a 4 cost water, and it's a 3/3. When Humorid Explorer enters the battlefield, target player puts the top 4 cards of the library into the graveyard. Broken Bond, this is a 2 cost green. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Oh, that's pretty freaking good. 2 cost that gets you a land and destroys a permanent or artifact enchantment, I mean. I need to start kicking this up because it's been 12 minutes and we're still barely on the 3rd pack. Sentinel of the Pearl Trident. This is a 5 cost water. Flash, which we've already explained what Flash does. When Sentinel of the Pearl Trident enters the battlefield, you may exile target historic permanent you control. If you do, return that target to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Okay, it's a 3/3 for 5. And for 2, we get a 1/1 with Trample, though trampling on something with 1/1 doesn't mean anything. Champion of the Flame gets +2/+2 for each aura and equipment attached to it. That actually means something, so that's a pretty decent card. And our legendary is Steel Leaf Champion, a 3 cost that requires 3 green, no others. This is 3 cost 5/4 actually. Steel Leaf Champion can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. This is broken. Well, it's not broken, it's a legendary, but it's a 3 cost if you're running a straight green deck. Like a pure green, mono green, I think is how you refer to that. If you're running a mono green deck, a 3 drop for 5/4? Like what? That's strong. Though obviously there's gonna be someone in the comments being like, "Oh, that's stupid." That's not strong. Whatever you say, man. Put Exalt. Excellent. What was that? What was that? It like acted like it gave me gems or something. Also, why is this card blacked out? That's weird. Okay, so Orazka? Rillback. This is a 3 cost 4/2. That's all we can really say about that. It's a green. Dusk Charger. It's a 4 cost. Ascend. If you control 10 or more permanents, you get the City's Blessing for the rest of the game, which I guess is what Ascend means. So this is a 4 cost black for 3. That's a 3/3. Dusk Charger gets 2/2 as long as you have the City's Blessing. Okay. Moment of Craving. This is a 2 drop. Target creature gets -2/-2 until the end of the turn. You gain 2 life. So if you actually crank them down to 0, that means they will die from this. Divine Verdict. This is a 4 cost of white. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature, which is good. Mistcloak Herald. Have we looked at this one before? Mistcloak Herald cannot be blocked. And that is a 1/1. And it's only 1 cost blue. Arteral Flow. This is a 3 cost double black. Each opponent discards 2 cards. If you control a vampire, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. Which means you take nothing. Because of course you can be fighting up to like 4 people. I think. But I'm still. I guess it says opponent, so you are not actually losing 2 life. You're just gaining 2. Okay, cool. That's fine. And I don't know if I actually got this card, but Highland Lake, it's a blue-red. Highland Lake enters the battlefield tapped, and you tap it to get blue or red. And this is a... Is this a special card? Because it's a golden... Like, this right here is gold. You can't really tell, but that's gold. So it's 2 cost, Dire Fleet Poisoner. It's a black, Flash, which we already talked about, and Death Touch, which we also talked about. It's a 2-2, so 2-2 for 2. With Dire Fleet Poisoner enters the battlefield, target attacking pirate you control gets +1/+1 and gains Death Touch until end of turn. Okay, it's decent. I mean, this is a pretty good card. I don't know if that gold means this is a mythic or not. Get the little weird, I don't know, scale symbol. I don't know what that symbol is supposed to be, but Flash and Death Touch is pretty strong. Okay, uncommon wild card, common wild card. I don't know what these wild cards are. That's confusing. Tilonali's Crown. This is a 2-cost red. Enchant creature. When Tilonali's Crown enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +3/+0 and has trample. Okay. Knight of the Stampede. Dinosaur spells you cost 2 less, and this is a 4-cost 2/4. Martyr of Dusk is a 2-cost white. When Martyr of Dusk dies, create a 1/1 white vampire creature token with lifelink. Okay, it's pretty good. Sanguine Glorifier, a 4-cost white. When Sanguine Glorifier enters the battlefield, put 1/1 counter on another target vampire you control, and that's a 3/3. And common wild card. I don't know what these do. Clicking on it doesn't do anything. But they were some in my decks or area. I don't know what these wild cards are. That would have to be explained to me. I don't think there's a tutorial anywhere, so I don't know what they do. Famished Paladin is a 2-cost white. Famished Paladin doesn't untap during your untap step. Isn't that just vigilance? Or whatever it's called. Whenever you gain life, untap Famished Paladin. Oh, it doesn't untap. Never mind. I read it wrong. Famished Paladin doesn't untap during your untap step. So that means you have to gain life to untap him. Otherwise, he stays permanently tapped? Because, like, a 2-drop for 3/3 is pretty strong. And we got another one. See, this one is kind of like the last one, but that's orange instead of gold for its rarity right there. This is a 5-cost double white. Enrage, which is this ability triggers whenever this creature takes damage. Whenever Trapjaw Tyrant is dealt a damage, exile target creature on opponent controls until Trapjaw Tyrant leaves the battlefield. This is a 5/5 for 6. It's not bad. Get out of one of these wild cards. Ooh. Okay, we'll get to that later. So another Tilonila. Oh my god, this stupid name. Tilonali's Crown. Again, we have a Bombard, which is a 4/3. You do 4 damage to target creature. Gilt Grove Stalker. This is a 2-cost green. Gilt Grove Stalker can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Strider Harness is a 3-drop for any kind of mana. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and gains haste. Equip +1. Haste means they can attack the turn they're summoned. Equip 1, I guess, means attach to a target creature you control equipped only as a sorcery. Majestic Heliopterus? Terrace, yeah. Heliopterus. It's 4-cost white. Flying, which means they can't be blocked by anything. They can't be blocked by melees or whatever. The creature has to have flying or reach if you want to block a flyer. So whenever Majestic Heliopterus attacks, another target dinosaur you control gains flying until the end of the turn. Okay. That's a 4-cost 2/2 though. And this guy, Adzokin Seer, is a 3-cost green-white. That's a 2/3, which is okay. Tap him to add 1 more mana of any color. Sacrifice Adzokin Seer. Return target dinosaur card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Not bad. And legendary is something that looks pretty dang good. Azor, the Lawbringer. This is a, what, 6 cost? Double white, double blue. 6/6. So it's a 6 for 6/6. Okay, well, it's a 6/6/4/6, I should say. Legendary creature Sphinx. Flying, which we've discussed already. When Azor, the Lawbringer, enters the battlefield, each opponent can't cast instant or sorcery spells during that player's next turn. Whenever Azor attacks, you may pay, was it X plus 3, 1 white, 2 blue. If you do, you gain X life and draw X cards. Is that a joke? When he attacks, pay 3 mana and then plus whatever you want as your X to gain that X life and X cards. Really? That's pretty good. That must be like a mythic or something. I don't know what the gold means, orange means, but this must be a pretty good card. So we have these green Ixalan cards. Shorekeeper is a 1 cost, 0/3 for was it 8? 7 of anything plus 1 blue, and tap him, sacrifice Shorekeeper. Well, all that mana tap and sacrifice him, draw 3 cards. Okay. Situationally okay, I think. Blossom Dryad. Say 3 cost green, untap target land. So tap it to untap one of your lands. This is 2/2. Mark of the Vampire. For 4 and 1 black, and one of those is black. Enchant creature. Enchant creature gets 2/2 and lifelink. Hijack for 3 and 2 reds. Gain control of target artifact or creature until the end of turn. Untap it. It gains haste until end of turn. I think I keep saying that wrong, but because like someone's gonna make a comment on that. It's 3 mana, but 2 of them have to be red. Is what I'm saying there. Shining Aerosaur, 5 mana, 1 has to be white. It's flying and it's 3/4. Self-explanatory. Seeker Squire. For 2, 1 black. When Seeker Squire enters the battlefield, it explores. Whatever exploring means. I'm just going to say look through your deck or something. It's a 1/2. So 1/2 for 2. Lookout's Dispersal. This is a 3 cost, 1 blue. The spell costs 1 less to cast if you control a pirate. Counter target spell unless its controllers pay 4. Unless its controller pays 4. And our legendary is whatever this little sun symbol means, its rarity. Kinjali's Sunwing. This is a 3 cost, 1 white. Flying 2/3. Creature your opponent controls enter the battlefield tapped. Wow. Okay. I see you, Sunwing. Dire Fleet Interloper has Menace. So this is a 4 cost, one of those has to be black. So Menace, this creature can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. When Dire Fleet Interloper enters the battlefield, it explores. Again, don't know what explore means, but I'm assuming it has to do with something with probably looking through your deck or something. It's a 2/2. Unfriendly Fire, 5, 1 has to be red. Unfriendly Fire deals 4 damage to any target. So that means to the face or to a creature. Costly Plunder, 2 cost, 1 black. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice an artifact to creature, draw 2. Commune with Dinosaurs. So a 1 cost, and that 1 cost is green. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a dinosaur or a land card from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest of on the bottom of your library in any order. Okay, it's not bad. Dire Fleet Hoarder. Play 2 cost, 1 black. When Dire Fleet Hoarder dies, create a colorless treasure artifact token with tap. Sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color. Okay, that's pretty okay. We have Glorifier of Dust as a 5 cost, 2 white. That's a 4/4. Pay 2 life, Glorifier of Dust gains flying until the end of turn. Pay 2 life, Glorifier of Dust gains vigilance until the end of turn, which means it's not explaining what vigilance means, but that means it does not tap after attacking. Dinosaur Stampede. Attacking creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Dinosaurs you control gain trample until end of turn. Okay, and this is at 3 cost. That's an instant spell, by the way. 3 cost, 1 red. And legendary is Marvin Fane, Dusk Apostle. And this is a Golden Sun again. Or Orange Sun, Golden Sun. It's a 3 cost, 1 white. As a 2/2, whenever one or more non-token vampires you control attack, create a 1/1 white vampire creature token with lifelink. It's okay. Sorry. Another one of these wild cards. Don't know what these wild cards are. Legion Conquisitor is a 3-cost 1 white. When Legion Conquisitor enters the battlefield, you may search your library for any number of cards named Legion Conquistador. Named Legion Conquistador. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your library. It's a 2/2. Tishana's Wayfinder. This is 3 cost, 1 green. When Tishana's Wayfinder enters the battlefield, explores. Again, I think that means it has to do something with looking through your deck. It's a 2/2. Prying Blade, 1 of any color. When equipped creature gets +1/+0. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create a colorless treasure artifact token with tap and sacrifice this artifact. Add 1 mana of any color. Equip +2. Or equip 2. Frenzy Raptor, that's a 3 for a 4/2. Prosperous Pirates, that's a 5-drop 1 blue. When Prosperous Pirates enter the battlefield, create 2 colorless treasure artifact tokens with tap, sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color. That's a 3/4. Pillar of Origins, 2 of any color. As Pillar of Origin enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell of the chosen type. And we also have this wild card, whatever the heck that does. And legendary is Sanguine Sacrament. This is X and 2 whites. So as much mana as you want on top of 2 whites. You gain twice X life. Put Sanguine Sacrament on the bottom of its owner's deck. If you have enough of these, can you just infinitely never deck out? If you have like a full set of Sanguine Sacraments. But yeah, so pay 5. Let's say you pay 5 life plus the extra 2 mana. So you pay 7 and you're gaining 10 life off of that. Is what this does. So it's not bad on me. Hour of Devastation. So we got a Grizzled Survivor. Whenever you cycle or discard a card, Grizzly Survivor gets +2/+0 until end of turn. That's 2, 3 for 3, and 1 has to be black. Sandblast. It's a 3 cost, 1 white. Sandblast does 5 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. So yeah, that is in an instant. It would have to be. Tragic Lesson. It's kind of weird. This is 3 cost, 1 blue. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card unless you return a land you control to its owner's hand. Common wild card. Gift of Strength. 2 costs, 1 green. Target creature gets +3/+3 and gains reach until end of turn. Okay. Nisa's Defeat. What? Is this canon? 3 costs, because she's a planeswalker. 3 costs, 1 green. Destroy target forest, green enchantment, or green planewalker. So you can kill Nisa with this, is what you're saying. If that permanent was a Nisa planewalker, draw a card. So you're telling me Nisa dies in the lore then? Nisa doesn't, she's dead. Because I don't appreciate that. I mean, she's not Leon, or whatever her name is. But, I mean, that ain't cool. I don't appreciate that. And Dagger of the Worthy. How much does that cost? So just kill Nisa outright for 3 mana. Really? Kill a Planeswalker for 3 mana. That's all it takes. Dagger of the Worthy. 2 cost of any type. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has Afflict 1. And of course, equip nonsense. Admit Eternal. This one made a noise. 3 costs is 2 and a black. Afflict for 3 whenever this creature becomes blocked. Defending player loses 3 life. So that's what Afflict means. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, put a 1/1 counter on Emit Eternal. Whenever Emit Eternal deals combat damage to a player, move all 1/1s, -1/-1 counters from it. That's 5/5. Alright. Pretty sure that's a pretty good card. Though this one, I don't appreciate that. That's not cool, man. Oh. Well, there's Lilian. Okay, I got her name right. Like, I was going to say, like, Nisa's Defeat? Is this canon? Does Liliana die? Like, are you kidding me? She's the queen. She's the best planeswalker. I don't appreciate just saying, "Oh, Liliana dies." I don't appreciate this. These can't be in the game because then this is like saying that that's part of the story. Like Liliana dies, Nissa dies. Like what? Excuse you? Who gives you the right to kill Liliana and Nissa off? Like go screw yourself, man. You're gonna kill my queen? Screw you. Beneath the Sands for 3 green. One of those has to be green. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle your library. Cycling 2. Discard this card. Draw a card. Is what cycling does. Unquenchable Thirst. For 2. One has to be blue. Chant creature. When Unquenchable Thirst enters the battlefield, if you control a desert or there is a desert card in your graveyard, tap enchantment creature. Enchant creature doesn't untap during its controller's untapped step. And for 4, you can get a 2/5. One of those has to be white. Desert of the Glorified. This is a land desert. Desert of the Glorified enters the battlefield tapped, and you can tap it, add 1 black. Cycling, which of course, discard to draw. You can cycle it for 2 mana. Crash Through. This is a 1 cost red. Creatures you control gain trample until the end of turn. Draw a card. Wow. Definitely put that in like a red-green deck. Liliana's defeat, whatever. We already know the destroy target permanent creature with black or black's planeswalker. If the permanent was Liliana's planeswalker, her controller loses 3 life. Screw yourself. You don't do this to Liliana. Like, I already was kind of like... I'm not even going to go into this. Because I don't want to get the game taken away from me. So we're just not going to talk about this. But I don't... Let's just say I don't appreciate this. Wizards of the Coast. Sand Strangler. For 4. This is a 4 and 1 has to be red. When Sand Strangler enters the battlefield, if you control a desert or there is a desert card in your graveyard, you may have Sand Strangler deal 3 damage to target creature, and this is a 3/3. Okay, that's not bad. Like this counts as a desert as well. Majestic, Myriarch. This is a 5 cost, 1 green. Majestic Myriarch power and toughness are each equal to twice the number of creatures you control. At the beginning of each combat, Majestic Myriarch gains flying until the end of turn if you control a creature with flying. The same is true for First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, Reach, Trample, and Vigilance. So Hexproof, I don't think we've gone through, means it can't be targeted by, I think, spells and... Well, I think there's no such thing as traps, but spells. Death Touch, we've gone over. Double Strike means it can attack twice. First Strike means when it gets into combat, its damage goes off first. So if it's able to kill the opponent first, then it takes no damage. Double Strike, we've gone over. Death Touch, Haste, Hexproof. Indestructible means it can't be killed. Lifelink means you heal. Menace means we already gone over that. It needs to be blocked by more than 1 card. Reach, we've gone over. Trample, we've gone over. Yeah, we've gone over all of that. Yeah, it's pretty decent. A bit crazy. What is that? Why is this... I guess it's a flip? Like there's the card on the back of it as well. Firebrand Archer. This is a 2 cost, 1 fire. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Firebrand Archer deals 1 damage to each opponent. For 2, you get a 2/2. Ruin Rats. It has Death Touch, of course we've gone over. When Ruin Rat dies, exile target card from an opponent's graveyard. Desert, we've gone over. Mummy Paramount. 2 cost, 1 white. Whenever another zombie enters the battlefield under your control, Mummy Paramount gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. Which, that's not bad. It's 2/2 for 2. Gideon's Defeat. Okay, now we're killing Gideon. So I guess every Planeswalker has a kill card in this set, apparently. All the Planeswalkers get killed. We killed Nissa, we killed Liliana, which I like both of them. We're killing Gideon, which I don't really care about. But this is annoying, really. Because it's like, oh, are all these Planeswalkers just getting killed off? Because like I feel like this is canon. You can't just add a card saying kill this card. Kill this character from your story. Unless it's canon. Appeal and Authority. So Appeal For a green, gets you until the end of turn. Target creature gains trample and gets XX where X is the number of creatures you control. Or I'm assuming pay 2. One of those has to be white. Aftermath. Tap up to 2 target creatures your opponent controls. Creatures you control gain vigilance until the end of turn. Okay, and our legendary is Hour of Promise. A 5 cost. 1 has to be green. Search your library for up to 2 land cards. Put them onto the battlefield tapped, this is already a good card. Then shuffle your library. Then, if you control 3 or more deserts, create 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. This is a great card. Straightforward and good. And now we have a Monket. So we have an uncommon wild card there. Pouncing Cheetah. 3 cost, 1 green with flash, 3/2. Self-explanatory. Nefcrop Entangler. This is a 2 cost, 1 red, 2/1. Trample. You may exert Nefcrop Entangler as it attacks. When you do, it gets +1/+2 until the end of turn. Compulsory Rest is a 2 cost, 1 white. Enchanted creature cannot attack or block. Enchanted creature gets 2. Pay 2. Sacrifice this creature, gain 2 life. Cartouche of Ambition. There's 3 costs, 1 black. Enchant creature you control. When Cartouche of Ambition enters the battlefield, you may put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. Enchant creature gets +1/+1 and has lifelink. Haze of Pollen. 2 costs, 1 green. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. Cycling 3, which pay 3 to draw a card. Uncommon wild card, don't know what the heck those are. Edifice of Authority. 3 of any color. Pay 1 and tap. Target creature can't attack this turn. Put a brick counter on Edifice Authority. 1 cost and tap. Until your next turn, target creature can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. Activate this ability only if there are 3 or more brick counters on Edifice of Authority. And our legendary is a mythic level rare wild card. You know, I'd maybe be more excited for this if I knew what wild cards are and they explained them to me. I don't know if this is a thing in the real game. I've never seen anyone use wild cards or talk about wild cards, because it has to be an arena thing. So, you know, it'd be nice if you actually had a tutorial or like some sort of explanation somewhere that says, oh, this is what wild cards do. But okay, we got wild card, whatever that means. Cartouche of Solidarity, 1 cost of white. Enchant creature you control. When Cartouche of Solidarity enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white warrior creature token with vigilance. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and his first strike, which we've gone over. Winds of Rebuke. Pay 2 +1 water. Oh, not +1 water. Pay 2, one of them has to be water. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Each player puts the top 2 cards of the library into the graveyard. Common wild card, whatever. Naga Vitalist, cool. Plus, well, it's 2 costs, 1 green. Add 1 mana. So tap this. Add 1 mana of any type that a land you control could produce. That's 1/2. The Center's Deliverance. 2 costs, 1 green. Destroy target artifact. Cycling. So pay 1 and draw a card. 2 draw a card. Renewed Faith. 3 costs, 1 white. You gain 6 life. Cycling. So pay 2. One of those has to be white. When you cycle Renew Faith, you may gain 2 life. So cycle it, gain a card, and gain 2 life. Then, of course, a uncommon wild card. And rare wild card. Thanks. Thanks, game. You know, it'd be really nice if I knew what that did. When I saw them in the decks, I looked at one of the decks and saw them at the top, and I was like, what is this? My first thought was, I'm assuming what they do is when you draw them, it gives you a random card of whatever its rarity is. So I'm assuming they just give me a rare. So that 1 rare mythic is, I draw it and I get a rare mythics, which is, I guess, cool, fine, whatever, but I don't know about that. Thresher Lizard, 3 costs, 1 red. Thresher Lizard gets +1/+2 as long as you have 1 or fewer cards in your hand. Okay. That's alright. It's a 4/4 if you have almost no cards. Blighted Bat, 3 costs, 1 black. Flying, Blighted Bat gains haste until the end of turn if you pay 1. So if you pay 4, the turn you play him, he gains haste. He is a haste. A 2/1 haste. Anointer Priest, 2 costs, 1 white. Whenever a creature token enters the battlefield under your control, gain 1 life. Embalm, which is for 4. Exile the card from your graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a white zombie with no mana cost. Embalm only as a sorcery. Heckma, Sentinels. A 3 cost, 1 blue. Whenever you cycle or discard a card, Heckma Sentinels gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. And that was a 2/3. For 2, and one of those has to be white, in Oketra's name, zombies you control get +2/+1 until the end of turn. Other creatures you control get +1/+1 until the end of turn. Bone Picker. For 4, one of those is black. This spell costs 3 less to cast if a creature died this turn. Flying and Death Touch. Flying, Death Touch, 3/2, and he only costs 1 if something died, which is not bad. Ruthless Sniper, 1 cost of black. When you cycle or discard a card, you may pay 1 more, or just pay 1. If you do, put a negative counter on a target creature. That's pretty good. The 1/2 for 1 and drop something's power by 1 whenever you cycle. That's pretty good. And the last card of this set is Approach of the Second Sun. As a golden pyramid. A 7 cost. 1 has to be white. If Approach of the Second Sun was cast from your hand, if you've cast another spell named Approach of the Second Sun this game, you win the game. Otherwise, put Approach of the Second Sun into its owner's library 7th from the top, and you gain 7 life. So, play this card, gain 7 life, and in 7 turns, unless you have some sort of draw, which, of course, cycling lets you draw, you win the game. I'm assuming you can have 4 of these, at least. So, excuse you, Exodia? I didn't realize Exodia was in Magic the Gathering, but apparently it is. Freaking Approach of the Second Sun, there you go. Alright, well that was that. I don't know what was up with that thing that just carried over to this crystal thing, but apparently we have to do something here as well, Vault Progress. But yeah, I have not played this game, but we did just get a bunch of packs. And I guess these are all the starter decks if you're interested in that. This video's been 42 minutes, so I guess it doesn't really matter how long I stay around. And in the store, I guess we can buy any of those. We have Dominaria with rivals Exilion, Hours of Devastation, a Monket. So those are what we have in now. 1,000 gold, so I'm assuming this is your in-game currency, and this is your purchase currency. Do not know how much gems cost. So 20,000 for 100 bucks. Now, what does that convert to? When buying 20,000, so that converts to a little bit more than 90 packs. So you could get 96, 99 packs pretty much. If you buy this, and then buy this. 99 packs. So 100 packs is what it equals to $100. $100 is like almost a 1-to-1 conversion. If you were interested. As it stands now. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching this 43 freaking minute video. It's going to take like 10 centuries to upload this. Well, it won't take 10 centuries to upload. It'll take 10 centuries to edit. But it'll only take like, I don't know, 15 minutes to upload. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Don't know when I'll upload any more of this. Of Magic the Gathering Arena. Maybe I'll stream it. Maybe I'll actually just play it. I don't know. We'll see. Because I've actually played games of the older Planeswalker games on my channel like years ago. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, comment if you do. See ya.